welcome to the snow, and we're here at Snake Attack 2v2 map in the R6 map pack, one of the maps in the tournament, which features this nice large river in the center splitting the two opponents, or I guess the four opponents from each other, and the bridge down on the left of center. This map features a lot of shootouts, there's cover on both sides of the map, and it's quite hard to cross. And the center, which is all about throwing grenades in a bit of a decline on both sides, where both of the enemies will be able to take cover while throwing grenades. As what do we have? The usual buys of assault squads, and we've got the Jeep here from Ouyadi, and we'll introduce the players. We have Ouyadi and Natnat on the Commonwealth team. Some of these players you have probably seen before, pretty good players. And Japanese team, Jdudezz and Ryu. Thanks again for providing me all these nice replays to cast. Jdudezz says he's on the Japanese team. And the center now, we see some guys holding from behind the cover, ducking. As you can see, can't get fired upon if you're ducking in both ends. Jeep is quite good on this map, I think, but it's powerless actually to do anything with the guys ducking, proning just behind that little decline. And also actually, there's a lot of cover on the other side, so really the Jeep can get outshot eventually, especially with that MG right there. This map is probably a map that is good for MGs. You see also Jdudezz with the Elite Marksman Squad, probably the crappiest Elite Marksman Squad in the game, but very cheap for Elite Marksman Squad at 115 MP. It sports the worst rifle, non-automatic, but still have the same hit points as the other Elite Marksman. Definitely a shootout map, as you can see. A buy of a single MG, or I think it's a regular squad, not too sure what he's bought. He's doing a decent job right now to force the Jeep to go back, and it's been decrewed actually, as we see on a placement buy of a 2-pounder from Ouyadi, possibly going to be used to AP snipe and counter any Japanese light tanks. Perhaps I would have gone a Olicon instead of the 2-pounder in my opinion, as the Type 92 is coming out. No timer, as you can see the Hago. Oh, the Hago's actually gone out of timer. So interesting buy, Type 92, only 10 MP cheaper, but better at killing infantry I suppose than the Hago. Its MG is very good at turning around, it's got more MGs than the Hago. As now Natnat's troops are running away from this area. The grenade launcher misses its mark. Can't take it out. There goes the Jeep, ran over by Jdudezz. And wow, it's being so aggressive, just charges into the building area, takes out everything around, and nothing to counter it yet, or no lucky grenade from Nat. He's going to try to take it. Nope, it's way too fast for him. It's running behind, doing burnouts in circles, still not being attacked, and has taken out a shitload of troops. That was a good rush, definitely worked out for Mr. Ouyadi. It's, yeah, done very well indeed. It's just going crazy. Oh, hits a rock, but doesn't matter, takes out a few guys next to it. Just can't be hit right now. 2-pounder in the distance I can see is kind of trying to aim it. I don't think it can, it's probably in a weird angle, and it can't look down to shoot. Perhaps Ouyadi needs to move it a bit further down to get a better shot, as I think he's doing right now. As in the backfield we have another buy, I think, of an emplacement. I think that could be an Olicon. Well, Type 92, he's hitting everything. Got this invincible power line. Must be weighed down by a huge concrete. Rock again. It's horrible driving by Jdudezz right now. Hit another rock. Don't know if this is the AI, probably not the AI, as you can see Jdudezz's icon is controlling it right now. Maybe a bit of lag, who knows. As 2-pounder hasn't got a clear shot now, it probably does. It's coming to the position and takes crew into the haystack. One more shot from Ouyadi. Ryu though has taken the forward position. You see an MG from Ryu taking the cover on the opposite side of the bridge. Will give them a good foothold to start to assault the enemy. And this is going to be dangerous now for Ouyadi, who's swarming in with an assault squad to reinforce. And 2-pounder could be in a dangerous position, as we can see grenades coming close. Ooh, takes out 2, nearly 4, and he's pushing up even closer. We see also the Olicon moving up from Nat. I'm going to face off with the Type 2, so 20mm emplacement shootout right now is happening. Who can counter each other sooner? 2-pounder trying to defend himself. Only a recruit guy, so doesn't have a kettle bomb grenade riflemen have with the Japanese. And what do we have here? We have 80 infantry from Ryu, so playing a bit of an infantry game. Decent area perhaps. There's lots of buildings, lots of cover, stone walls, and a big hill, so any kind of tank can be ambushed quite quickly. And here we see Ouyadi with the militia and Olicon, so not very good coordinated buys, I'm guessing. This map's quite narrow. It's quite easy to play the counter game in my opinion, and buying 2 of the same really doesn't do you any favors, because one unit the enemy buys can counter both of them. And I'm guessing hopefully there'll be, the Japanese team is looking for a Chihi or some sort to counter the 20mm play. Paras in the open. Backfield, what do we have here? We have the assault squad from Natnat, and on to the southern point we have Olicon. On this map, the right is the south, on the left is the north, as you see in the mini-map on the top left. As we see the infantry engagements happening, Flamer, nice buy from Ryu, will be able to use that little decline to fire in safety. But he does have the side of the enemy's cover already, so maybe not even needed. But Olicon out will say no to this nonsense. Perhaps now we'll clean up everything that has come to Ouyadi's side of the map, or side of the riverway. Olicon's blazing away. Gonna try and make an impact right now. Struggling to take out that one barrow though. Wasted its whole clip. Still no counter from both players in terms of Olicon play. And so 20mm play, both ends have the 20mm just trying to outshoot. Not making too much of an impact. 20mm by Ryu though is doing very well. It's decrewed that Olicon. And the other Olicon is just been repaired. I think it's been shot and it's just been repaired, and Natnat's just going to come push it back into battle. And we'll be able to make an impact. I hear a vehicle in the distance, and that is, whoa, already the Bofors Crusader AA 40mm. Not going to be that effective in this map, in my opinion, unless it gets to all the way here before the enemy, it can get close to the enemy. Chinu already out, definitely a good counter. It's very, very straight and a big open expanse before, or medium open expanse before it gets to the other side. So 50-50 plays, no chance. Natnat's going to lock down on his side of the riverway. Crusader A can't really go forward. Now it's going to push back, play a bit more safe. Chinu is going to cover this whole, see the field of view? It's very large. Crusader A can't really do too much to avoid it. Maybe go down this way in fact, and use the bridge as cover and push up. Perhaps. Crusader AA moving to nowhere, just, Chinu needs to be careful not to expose too much of that side. Flamer though doing some nasty business from Ryu, is keeping the control of the flag ever so slightly to the Japanese team, and the southern point still being decrewed. No one's capped it yet. Ouyadi hasn't capped it back, but he's got his side of the bridge with the elite marksman squad, SAS soldier, and lots of troops here from the red. This is the paratrooper, and I believe this is the home guard as well. Probably not, because the 2-pointers, they are out, so it could be. So Chinu trying to take a shot at that 20mm at the moment. We'll be able to penetrate that, it seems. Maybe need a HE shell on the roof, knock it down. If you new players out there watching, shells on the roof usually collapse the whole building. 2-pounder has taken out the 20mm of Ryu's. So this one over here had a nice shot to that 20mm, has taken it out. It's got that bridge still, that Chinu, that Crusader AA 40mm. Wow, talk about having a bit of a dyslexic moment. Kamikazes from Jdudezz can probably start sneaking to the back field on the left. Ho-I 3? Ho-I? Where's the Ho-I? I just saw a Ho-I kill the 2-pounder. Ho-I is right there. Interesting buy by the Japanese team of Ryu. The SPG Ho-I, similar to the Panzer N, shoots HE shells on an arc, and is going to counter the emplacement play that the UK team has been using. And that's a good buy. Another Crusader AA from Ouyadi, probably just overdoing it. To be honest, Crusader AA is not a great unit for this map, especially if you don't have domination. Once it gets to the area where it's a riverway, you can. And wow, Crusader AA has been taken out. 6-pounder though has taken out the Chinu. Sorry I missed all that action, but 6-pounder from Nat takes out the Chinu, and the AT grenade took out the Crusader AA. I'm not sure how something snuck through to take it out, but here's Ouyadi's Crusader AA storming into the position, but wow, no line of sight. He's, oh wow, Ho-I 3? He just takes out the running Ho-I 3, he's running away. The Crusader AA just doesn't care that he has no line of sight support. He's just going to charge in there and do as much damage as possible, and that actually worked out. That is a gamble that Ouyadi played, and it worked for him. What is this, 80 infantry? 80 infantry sneaking. Perhaps could have made a run for it, made a dash, but there's a 20mm in the back that would have probably taken it out. Here comes some line of sight finally from Ouyadi. Elite marksman pushing up. 36-0. The UK team are looking okay now, since the Crusader A is in a decent position. Probably shouldn't be walking all the way back, because it's in a decent position. Just needs some guys to get some more line of sight into the position. Now coming into the center point, SAS soldiers getting flamed by this flamethrower. Very nice by Ryu. Good position. Definitely see that a lot in Snake Attack. A very questionable map for a lot of players. People don't like it because it's so narrow. It's just a slugfest. It's reminiscent, you can say, of Workshop 2v2, Urban Garden 2v2. Things that I guess the competitive community dislike. It's very, very close range, head on, no flanking, less tactics kind of battle, but not as bad. So it's a bit of here for a bit of variety, and there's goes 20mm. Ouyadi being too gung-ho with the Crusader AA, easily destroyed. Close range, and there it goes. Crusader AA just hasn't been supported with line of sight. And just one infantry is all he needed at that stage, as we have Ouyadi pushing up for the cover into the enemy side of the cover. But it's kind of being pinned down by 20mm, and opportunity for Ryu to throw some nice grenades onto these SAS troops, and he's going to do so right now. Ryu, Ouyadi's, can he escape? Oh, doesn't actually die because of the hit points on troops. Very, very nice. And S on the left coming in. Vickers though said no. They're going to just run away, fight another day, but the 20mm has some line of sight or field of fire down this way. And no go for those SES soldiers, unfortunately, in a unfortunate position. And the backfield. Wow, how did he get a guy all the way back there? But here's a Type 92 mortar, or is it Type 92? Type 97 mortar, sorry. I hate trying to remember Japanese weaponry numbers. Not as easy to remember as the usual weaponry of other units. 150mm pounding away. They'll start to make an impact. A good map for the, I guess, mortar shells, I believe. Hasn't made much of an impact at this stage. And to counter, there's a 6-pounder steel that can be countered by that 150mm. And we have, ooh, nice buy, 95mm Cromwell 4-pointer. Can take out that Type 97. Let's see the close-up of this baby. Not being fired yet. Just noticed it had 2 aerials. One longer one, one shorter one. Here it goes. It's going for a shot. Oh no, aims at the wrong area. Probably should be targeting that 92 Type 97 mortar. Another Crusader from Ouyadi. May walk into a bit of trouble because there's already a Honi 3. Oh, Honi 3 though is not very good versus it. There's a 20mm steel there. Could maybe turret and main gun it. Oh, Honi 3 crew injured first shot. And this is why Snake Attack Crusader AA isn't that great, because it has to go frontally in such a narrow map and may not work out. 95 though, trying to take out that Honi 3. Does crew injure it though. But let's see, did it get finished? No, Crusader AA is still alive. And mortar from Ryu as well. So 2 mortars on the field, panning away. Olicon as well firing. That's Type 2 doing decent damage. Honi 3 is tracked right now. So no counter for that 95mm at this stage, unless we have something coming. There's a Chi-Nu here though from Jdudezz. Can potentially take out that Cromwell, but 6-pounder is waiting for it in this straight. I'm guessing Jdudezz knows it's there. He's being a little bit cautious with that Chi-Nu. Crusader still not dead, just repairing. And 95 just went for that Type 2, 20mm. Now the battlefield is kind of dying down right now. It's a little bit of a slugfest at the moment. The lines have formed behind the riverway. Everyone is just playing the waiting game. And I guess the Japanese are playing the waiting game to see how much stuff they can kill with the mortar. 95mm though, takes out that Cromwell, so takes out that Honi 3 with that 95mm Cromwell right here. Mortar has taken out the Olicon, so artillery versus artillery right now. This is now turning into the Snake Attack slugfest that it is. It's here for variety, guys, not for, I suppose, flanking tactics. It is going to provide some good variety in the tournament, I think. Definitely much better than those other maps, because like Urban Garden and Workshop in the default maps, where you have the spawns directly opposite each other. It's just, yeah, it's just horrible for gameplay. Running to spawns and praying or running at spawns with a big counter. Not good for gameplay, and yeah, this hasn't evolved. We've been playing community maps for the past 5 years because, yeah, default DMS maps do suck, guys. They really do, and hopefully they do integrate the R6 map packs with that. A lot of pressure from the community, as recently, Jdudezz did put a nice thread up in that forum which got probably about 60, I don't know, I'm just guessing, 60 messages saying people wanted to add R6 to the to the game. Oh, Chinu has taken out 20. See, this is the thing. Alright guys, I'll tell you, 95mm Cromwell 1 is just a freaking OP gun. It takes out medium tanks like nothing. One shot. Most of the time it can one shot them, as you can see. Chinu just gets destroyed quite easily. It's 50-7. This is actually proving to be now a close game. It's going to be tough for the Japanese team. They don't have a counter for it yet. Chinu is actually being quite scared to come out. Though on the topic of the R6 map packs, we have been requesting for years for it to be added into the default. So I don't see why they will do it now. They never have. Olicon being pushed further up, 6-pounder, but really that mortar in the backfield will take out both, unless they both died. Did the 95mm take out both? Natnat has taken out, oh no, I don't think so. Cromwell scores only 37, so it's probably only taken out the 2 tanks. Emplacement play by UK might be their downfall, but I can't see where that mortar is. Where is that mortar? Oh, there it is, right there. So with that mortar out, they will be able to counter the emplacement play of the UK team. 95mm going for a shot, and the Chinu misses. Chinu going to return the favour. Oh, how's it going to shot misses? 80 infantry by Ryu is sneaking to that Cromwell. Oh, a shot by the Chinu takes out the 95mm Cromwell. And there goes UK saving grace right now. And now the mortar is going to start picking off the emplacements one by one. Another Crusader AA by Ouyadi is also got a tulip in the backfield. Wow. Oh, Crusader AA takes out the Honey 3 as expected. Oh, look at that. How many guys there are? Oh, point blank. 40mm in the face. Overkill on the recruit squad grenade. Oh, just missed by Ryu. And Ouyadi has got main gun as well. From where? From behind. Wow. See, Ouyadi's been so aggressive with this Crusader A. He's no line of sight, and even the 80 infantry just right there, 80 rifle infantry just took a shot in the back. But he manages to escape with his life for some reason. Just, wow. Miraculously, what the hell? I've never seen that happen. Without that being run over, just nearly got run over. Oh, Mortar has got his eyes honed in onto this 6-pounder and has knocked off those 2. And weird MG buy by Ouyadi, definitely not recommended at this stage, especially versus Japan. What do we have here? Don't know what that ping was about. Another Crusader A by Nat. Perhaps an assault down this way, but the Chinu from Jdudezz is going to preempt this assault. Is moving to the position. Mortar from Jdudezz also moving away. 80 infantry sneaking. That's all Natnat's troops. He's going to pull away now. It's quite hard for the Crusader A to approach on this map, most definitely. Center is going to no one at this stage. Still the Japanese. These guys can't get weight of the cap over the SNLF on the other sides. Oh, nice grenade from Nat. Chinu still trying to take out that Crusader A with a bit of thin cover. Just got to take out the ruse perhaps. Very different game, 1v1s and 2v2s. Quite easy to do combo buys, which makes some units not as good as usual. Good to see combo buys. Chinu still trying to take it out on the southern point. Ryu still got a foothold on the side of the Ouyadi side of the river. Tulip Crusader A, not sure what it's doing. It's probably just got repaired. All the emplacements have been decrewed from Ouyadi. I think I can't really afford much infantry because it's got a Tulip, Crusader AA, 2 emplacements, plus some infantry. It's probably quite CP capped at the moment. Overspending on non-infantry units, as Ryu is just stalling with some recruits, some line of sight, some fodder to try capture the flag. Crusader AA now is repaired and it's taken the high ground. Literally taken the high ground. I'm going to try defend. Oh! Chinu though has spotted it and will take it out quite easily. And it's now decrewed. And now for the pickings. Strange. It's moving back. Doesn't want to finish it off for some reason. Don't know what that was about. Backfield we have the Comet out from Natnat. Interesting buy. Just going to try take up the Chinus, I suppose. There are a lot of Chinus on the field, 2 of them, and that can definitely counter both of them quite easily. But 70-7, they're just winning the positional game, and the shootouts score-wise, you can see they are up quite a bit on infantry kills, far out. You see how much infantry the Japanese team have been killing, mainly because of the 20mm superiority and the mortars just, yeah, whittling away at the enemy. But total score-wise, just slightly to the Japanese. Comet can change this. Don't think he has line of sight on the position though. Chinu is backing away. It's definitely seen the Comet. And this Chinu is now going to try finish off that Crusader AA finally. That's yeah. Comet definitely needs to make an impact right now, just to maybe get another 20mm on the field. Actually, yeah, bait at the same time. Yeah, I guess Natnat's controlling both. Bait that Chinu in a bit closer. If the Chinu just wants to run away, fine. Get the 40mm out in the open, do the damage, force the Chinu to come to take it out. Oh no, 75mm AA from Ryu. That could be the counter for that Comet, and definitely can penetrate it. Jdudezz is moving in a bit more closer to his end. Also a very good position in below this hill towards the center island. Jdudezz can use the hill as cover to shoot any troops running in, or grenade over in the safety of that little incline or decline. Comet moving away. It's probably been shot at by the 70mm. There's no other reason why Natnat will do that. Oh no, it's got its side turn. Oh, but 75mm, both of them are moving in different directions. So it's just escaped the guise of it. Oh no, 75mm is going to probably get a nice kind of side shot. Oh, but it's a shot. It's a shot. It's a shot. No, not a shot. It's going to be a bit more patient. I'm not sure if the enemy can see this. If that team can see this. See, mortar's still whittling away at the enemy. Very hard to push in anywhere with that mortar still in position. And it's really forcing Natnat to just run into the center point. And whilst doing that, they'll just get shot up a bit. 75mm has revealed itself. It shot at the Crusader. And he definitely should be attacking it right now. Oh no. Natnat. Ooh, this is going to be good. You can actually destroy it quite easily with the 40mm. Oh, that could have been game changing right there. If that 40mm did destroy the gun of that. Here comes a Comet for a shot. Misses. 75mm for a shot return. Wow, that was a really bad miss. Another miss. Crusader AA. Totally decrewed. Comet withdrawing. And we have that Tulip, not sure has been firing its salvo of rockets yet. Looks like it has, as that mortar is decrewed. And I see some flames. That means it was definitely a Tulip. A Tulip that did that. Zuzu truck, engineer truck. What the? Not sure why. Or mistaken by, perhaps? Or is the tank out of fuel? Perhaps this tank is out of fuel. It is out of fuel. 0 out of 0. And that is why he got that engineer truck for the barrel. I haven't really seen many multiplayer games where people reload their fuel truck. Let's just watch it, just for the sake, you can get it on video. Amongst the war, amongst the carnage, amongst the people dying, Kosho Sumura is refueling his truck. Or we're filling a tank with a truck. He doesn't know that the tulip just killed the Chinu. He doesn't know that that tulip's running in. All he cares is just pouring up liquid into Chinu. And there you go. First reload I've seen in a long time. Tulip by Ouyadi? No, that's lag. Or something's wrong with Ouyadi. And he's just running this tulip all the way. He didn't notice. Perhaps it's one of those AS2 problems, I guess. You know, in lag, where you had this tulip selected before, you select another unit, move that unit quickly, it thinks you moved the tulip. Yet one of the nice things of AS2, especially if you're not playing direct IP, with direct IP, these issues rarely happen. It's all about the Steam servers, and they should have definitely not used the Steam servers in my opinion to have AS2, but that's alright. Some other good news is, or one good news, out of the out-of-sync issues or that, Delta dude was quite happy and surprised at this. He's offered to actually host a dedicated server for us, well, semi-dedicated server for us in the future, about 3 months or so. I'm not going to tie him to that date. It's a favour out of goodwill for the competitive community. Going to build something where on his other PC we can basically we can host the game by commands through a web server. So that should be pretty cool, and we'll fix the need for us to having to search around for hosts at weird hours of the night, which doesn't make sense to USA people, where Australians play Europeans, and that should be so good for lag as well, because it's direct IP host as well, and will make tournaments so much more better and less frustrating and laggy, as Natnat is struggling to just survives that last one. But here's the AT. Oh, kamikaze, come on, it's going for it, it's swimming now. Look at that breaststroke, very, very stealthy indeed. Does only use freestyle. Oh, what the hell, I think it I don't know, I think it just blew up a bit too early. This premature explosion. Did I see an artillery piece being shot? Wow, Ouyadi's bought an artillery? This is a big no-no in veteran games. I guess, yeah, it's I can definitely condone that buy, that's for sure. It's just way too expensive, it doesn't do anything. I guess versus Japanese in big team games, but 2v2s, there's not enough on the field to justify it. What can he kill with that artillery that costs that much? The only thing he can really kill is that mortar, that one mortar that's left. If he kills that, it still hasn't made its money worth. What the hell? Hori 3? This is crazy, this game. Usually you don't see this in real, I guess, top tier player games. These guys aren't the top of the tier, but they're definitely about there. They're above average to really good. And you don't see these heavy tanks in 2v2s. In maybe 3v3s you see maybe one person in the team, or in a 4v4. Oh, only 3 takes a croc. A bit of a bad angle. At least that artillery did take that mortar as expected, but really now it doesn't have much to do. 97 to 9, just hogging the CP, and Ryu is still holding the center and just needs to hold it for a bit longer. 97 to 10, this has been a big grind, this map. It's interesting play though, very different to what we are used to in these pro tournament games. It's just very, very whittling and slow in terms of barrages of artillery and positional play, but this is snake attack. I'm sure we'll see a lot of, what the that was the best shot ever. 2 Crusader AA 40mm, bam! Only 3 heals one and the other in one shot. That was brilliant, mate. I've never been so happy to see 2 Crusader AAs die in one shot. Oh, that was hilarious. Only 3, you're my hero, and has got 15% extra efficiency from those 2 kills. Oh, I guess he killed the Churchill as well though. So definitely the hero of the match, most definitely. Press tab. Yep, Hori 3 has already made the impact. I guess on this map it can. It's so narrow, and there's so many choke points, and this is why this map may be the interesting one, where we will see heavy tanks come at play. But definitely a lot of SPG guns first. 95mm mortars, KV2s, I bet you all these sorts of units will be a pain to deal with if you fail on the rush, but most likely when playing this map I'll definitely want to defeat the enemy before they get to that stage. It's a very frustrating type of game to play, the artillery game. 110, well done to Japanese team, Jdudezz Ryu.